Well, hello, welcome back to Football Fever. This week we're going to be talking about Week 4 NFL as well as giving predictions for our Week 5 scores. As always, I'm Arav,
I'm Ben.
and let's get into it. So the first game, Week 4, Thursday night action, the Jaguars at the Bengals. You want to start us out, Ben?
Yeah, so this is a battle of the rookies. Or not the rookies, what am I
Not
saying? What
rookies.
two first overall picks, Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow, and that was looking to be an exciting game on both sides of the ball. The Bengals they kicked a game-winning field goal at the end of the game. But I like the offense on both sides of the ball. James Robinson, the main guy for Jacksonville, 18 carries, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Bengals, their passing game was phenomenal with Tyler Boyd, 9 receptions, 180 yards, and CJ Ozoma, the tight end, getting 2 touchdowns.
Um, another winless or another loss for the Jaguars. Haven't got a single win since Week 1 of last season in the NFL. Um, and to add insult to injury, promising rookie or not rookie, promising wide receiver on the team, DJ Chark, with that gruesome foot injury. I think he's going to be out for the rest of the season. That's just really disappointing. Um, Best option for Trevor Lawrence now is probably Laviska Shenault.
How
I
about
guess
Marvin Jones too? Marvin
Marvin
Jones.
Jones, yeah, but DJ Chark is just unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
On the Bengals side, CJ Uzoma, I don't know how to say it, CJ Uzoma. A lot of people overreacting, saying he's the next big tight end because he had a 2 touchdown game. I mean, I agree that he had a good game, but I don't think you can go as far as to say he's a
Mm-hmm.
future top 5 tight end, as some people are saying.
I think like
Anyways,
last year, same thing happened. They were like Thursday or something. He got like a 1 touchdown. That was pretty
and
much his only good game in the entire season. So
anyways, just another disappointing loss for the Jaguars. I mean, Urban Meyer's on the hot seat right now. Um, there have been rumors that a lot of people in the Jaguars organization, players and management included, have been disapproving of Urban Meyer. They don't really like him. They don't think he's doing a good job. Um, and it'll be interesting to see how he proceeds going forward because I mean he's on like thin ice right now. I mean, one more loss and I wouldn't be surprised if he would maybe get fired or
mm.
a few more losses, maybe he gets fired. I mean, they brought Urban Meyer to the Jaguars so that they could start winning. They drafted Trevor Lawrence. I mean, they had Tim Tebow, all that hype, and they're winless so far. Anyways, next game, Washington at the Falcons. This was a thriller, 34-30, late touchdown by the football team, put them in the lead. Cordero Patterson with a with an amazing game, 3 touchdown game, I believe. Nobody really expected that fantasy wise. I think it was like the statistic was only a third of players in all fantasy leagues actually had him drafted. Um, he ended, I don't know how many points. I think it was somewhere around 30, 40, somewhere in that range. But main reason I lost this week, so a bit sour towards him. Scary Terry, 2 touchdowns, 123 yards on 6 receptions. Um, I mean, it is October. Had a great game. Football team moves to 2-2. Falcons 1-3. Next Texans and Bills. You want to talk about this one?
Yeah, so this was just a complete blowout, 40-0.
Yeah.
The Bills defense, they were able to shut down the Texans while they forced 5 turnovers. I was checking like fantasy and like the ESPN app early in the game, and I saw like the Texans. I'm pretty sure they got like an interception early in the game. So I thought they actually would do something, but they just weren't able to do anything.
Yeah.
especially with Tyrod Taylor down for now, so they had to put in Davis Mills. In terms of the Bills' offense, obviously they're playing the Texans. There's nothing to be surprised about. Josh Allen's 248 yards and 2 touchdowns, as well as Stephon Diggs' 7 receptions for 114. So, I mean, this is the Texans. Deshaun Watson is playing just because he didn't feel it, or isn't playing just because he doesn't feel like it for some reason. I don't know. They just need to figure something out.
Already the second time this season that this Bills defense has shut out a team. Do you think that's a credit to their own defense or just because the other team was playing terribly?
Was the other team Miami?
Yeah, Miami and then
Miami.
Buffalo. Or
Was that the game Tua got
Texans.
injured?
What?
Is that the game Tua got injured?
I believe so, yes.
I think I would say their defense. I would credit that to the defense more so than the bad teams. The turnovers they force as well, not just preventing yardage, but also turnovers. That's key to playing well against good teams as well. I mean, the only player I can really name on that is like Tre'Davious White, but if you can shut out NFL
It means
teams,
Terrell Edmonds.
Charles Edmonds, the brother of the Steelers linebacker, yeah.
Really? Okay. I mean, you want to say it was just a really good showing by the Bills.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't think they're underrated, but I don't think people are giving them enough credit. I think I honestly, hot take, I think that they're gonna either like make it to the conference championship or actually make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, obviously disappointing that they didn't make it to the Super Bowl last year, but I think this is their year. Um, I don't think they're underrated again. I just think that not a lot of people are paying attention to them. And moving forward, I think just keep an eye on them.
Definitely.
Anyways, Lions at Bears.
It's got to be one of the worst games.
Like
The Lions, I'm pretty sure they were pretty favored to get their like first win here.
yeah, and we ended up losing. It was so bad. I don't
That one turnover, the center snapped it, but Jared Goff's like calling an audible or something.
and now he's like out for like a couple weeks with a toe injury or something. Like, I mean, Lions are 0-4 now. I mean, I expected us to be bad, but I didn't expect us to be this bad. Like, well, to give credit to Detroit, I mean, it's not that like we're not getting blown out every game, but I mean, like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
They definitely should
we
have
should
won
have won
against
this
the
game,
Ravens. The Ravens game, not this one.
but we should have won this game. I mean, it's just disappointing. I don't. I have no expectations for the Lions going forward, honestly. I really thought that DeAndre Swift was going to do better, but I mean, what are you going to do?
Khalif Raymond, I believe, he had 2 touchdowns, but defense, they let up tons of yards to David Montgomery.
Yeah.
And Darnell Moon, 5 receptions, 125. The Lions just need to figure something out on defense, especially Jeff Okuda. I don't think it was like the best pick we could have made.
I mean, there's so many other options. I mean, even at the time, it didn't make that much sense. Even knowing what we know now, I don't think it made that much sense to draft a cornerback that high. Because I mean, for one, he would have to have been a starter that like very literally been a starter his first year, and he would have had to be very good his first year as well. But, and he was not. Well, he was a starter, but he wasn't very good. I mean, you put too much pressure on him to like be good. But like still, he shouldn't have gone at 3. There were so many other people we could have picked, but what are you gonna do?
He's just struggling with like the injury bug too now.
Yeah. Anyways, next Panthers at the Cowboys. You want to talk about this one?
This one was a pretty exciting game. I really thought the Panthers they were gonna come out with this one, but the Cowboys surprised everyone and they actually beat the Panthers. Sam Darnold and DJ Moore. They were they were having an elite connection. DJ
Mm.
Moore, 8 receptions, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns. That is just insane. But the Cowboys, man, I think they started to rely more on Zeke more in this game rather than like their passing game. Their passing game is like probably the biggest part of their offense, but this game they really utilized their run game well with Zeke, 20 carries, 140 yards, a touchdown. So yeah, the Cowboys honestly they they almost beat the Buccaneers week 1. So I mean, I just think they're definitely gonna. I think they have like the best chance to win the NFC East, and I feel like they could like even be contenders for like the Super Bowl, man. I don't know. I don't know about that,
You
but
sure about that?
I don't know, man. It's the cow.
I don't
It's their
know
year,
about
bro.
that.
It's their year. Always their year, bro.
Anyways, Colts at the Dolphins. Colts pick up their first win against the Tua-less Dolphins. I mean, a lot of people were comparing this year's Dolphins to last year's Dolphins, how Dolphins started out 1-3 and then went to like 10-6 or whatever the record was last year. But
Mhm.
I don't know. Jacoby Brissett, he didn't even have that bad of a game considering he's backup. I mean, it's just mm, it's just unfortunate that you lost to a. You need to get like. It's just unfortunate that you lost to. I don't know what else to say. You can't really improve your offense when your starting quarterback isn't playing. And you're stuck with a backup. Play calling hasn't been that good though, to be honest. I mean, I feel like play calling could have been better on the Dolphin side. I mean, last week there was that play where they literally threw down a check down pass to Jalen Waddle in their own end zone. That was kind of dumb. I think Flores has to step it up, coaching without Tua there, has to design some plays that will help their offense get going. Um, and that's about it. I mean, the Colts
Yeah,
play bad. They deserve the win, but like it's just unfortunate.
I think like they are not using like the run game like at all. Like
But they
Miles
only have
Gaskin,
Miles Gaskin. I mean, Miles Gaskin
he
is
only got
decent,
2 carries for 3 yards.
but
So like
they're pass
I
like
know, but like they need to start running. I don't know about the like backups like Salvan. He had 3 for 1 yard. So like they, I don't know. On the defense, they have like Xavier Howard and those guys. I mean, that's not that bad, but they're they're just, other than the passing, I know Devontae Parker did pretty well in this game, but they just need to do something else other than pass. All right.
Browns at the Vikings. You wanna cover this one?
Uh, this was a pretty big battle of defenses. Um, Early in
I
the
don't know if it
game,
was
both
about defense or more that Baker kind of shit the
Baker.
bed. You see some of those passes, like, come on,
Hmm.
he was pretty bad.
I was watching it. I thought like, yeah, did he not? I think he overthrew like OBJ once, right? Something like that.
He just wasn't playing like it. He even said himself, "I'm not playing
Mhm.
good." Our defense really stepped it up. Um,
I feel like the Kirk Cousins is pretty bad too, considering like
well, yeah, but that's expected at Kirk Cousins. It's Kirk
I
Cousins.
think they started go. I think the Vikings like they went for, like for a fourth downs like got 50 like a bunch of times. I'm pretty sure. Made like 4th and goal too. I think they went for a bunch
Maybe.
of times and they couldn't get it. I don't know. I'm just surprised the Vikings beat the Seahawks, man. That's just surprising to
I'm
me.
not surprised about that.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
There. Giants at the Saints. I mean, like,
This is the first game Saquon actually did something.
okay, you got to give him credit. And this isn't the first game he did something. Like, he after week one or the first 2 weeks, he stepped it up. Last week he had a good week, but this week was his first multi-touchdown game this season. But I mean, I kind of agree. I guess he showed some resemblance of what he was a couple of years ago before his injury last year. Um, just the people that were saying the Saints were going to be good, and just because they lost Drew Brees doesn't mean anything. I mean, how do you go from like they would look so good the first couple weeks, and now you're losing to the Giants? Like that's just unfortunate. Actually, like I think this is a credit to the Giants overall. I mean, they just played good.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Saints defense. They
Yeah,
let Daniel Jones show 70% completion rate,
for 400 yards
402
too.
yards. Yeah, that is just insane. And they should have like a good enough pass rush to like not allow that kind of stuff to
This,
happen. But
yeah, but this one's nowhere near as big as an upset as the next one. Titans at the Jets. The Jets got their first win. Oh my God. Like, how do you lose to the Jets, bro? The Titans are
they're
even more of a mystery. I don't like, they had a good offense. They just choked, bro.
okay. The Jets win the toss, and then the Titans they got a field goal, and then the Titans just they couldn't make a 4th down and long or something. I
They
think that's what
couldn't,
happened.
they couldn't make a field goal to answer the Jets field goal.
Oh, yeah, they missed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I'm pretty okay. I mean, yeah, Tannehill threw 30 passes for 298. I thought like since AJ Brown is out and Julio is out, I think didn't really do much in the passing game, but they ended up
But still,
he
you
ended up
literally have Derrick Henry against the Jets
I know
defense.
33 carries,
All you have to
147 and a
do in this
touchdown.
scenario is make sure your defense steps up, and the defense did not step up.
Corey Davis and like Jamison Crowder, I believe they were the main guys for the Jets. Who is Denzel Mims? Just see.
Anyways, next game we got Chiefs at the Eagles. Mahomes throws for 5 touchdowns. Tyreek has an insane game. 11 receptions,
3 of them, man.
86 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, watching this game, the Chiefs were literally just toying with the Eagles. The Eagles could not do anything. Blown coverage everywhere. It was literally just an offensive battle, and the Chiefs will always win an offensive battle. Um, I mean, speaking about Chiefs, I don't like. Although their offense looked good as always, their defense, you give up 30 points. Their defense has to be better, honestly.
I think you have to give credit to like Jalen Hurts though.
Jalen Hurts is good, but
He's
still,
actually a good like passer.
defense has to be better.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't be,
they're
their
really
offense isn't even that good, Eagles. You have to be able to stop, you have to be able to stop offense.
hmm,
Especially looking back at last year's Super Bowl, when the offense couldn't do
yeah,
anything, the Chiefs just got manhandled because they rely on their offense. And when your offense is stifled, your defense needs to step it up. And their defense did not step it up. And that's one of the main reasons they lost that Super Bowl. They rely so heavily on their offense to do good, but they need their defense needs to be good too.
yeah. I mean, I feel like the only guy they have is
Tyrann Mathieu and Chris
yeah,
Jones.
yeah. They don't like Sorensen.
Yeah.
I don't think they're that good. Like I think it was like a rookie cornerback, like Rashad Breeland. Did he get a trade? I don't know. Yeah, like you said, their offense is just like the only thing keeping them in games.
Yeah. Anyways, Cardinals at the Rams. I know you want to talk about this one, man.
The Rams finally lost to the Cardinals defense that stepped it up early in the game. They had like an interception and a fumble recovery. So just, I mean, I'm surprised both teams are had like this great of a start. Like I wasn't expecting Cardinals to be this good, but I think the addition of JJ Watt, I don't think he's playing very well, but I guess they're just playing insanely well as a team. On the offensive side of the ball too. Chase Edmonds for Arizona having 10 yards per carry, 12 with 120. And they just manhandled the Rams. 37 points against the Rams defense. That is unheard of.
I think you give credit to the Cardinals offense. I mean, they've looked good the past 4 weeks. Chase Edmonds also really stepped it up. I mean, looking at the Cardinals offense, if you had to pick one area of their offense that was kind of weak, definitely not would not be passing it. They are definitely weak in the run department. Don't really have a star running back there, but Chase Edmonds stepped it up. 120 yards on 12 carries. Uh, do you think Kyler for MVP is a possibility?
Kyler for MVP? No shot, bro. No shot.
Why?
He's just like, I don't know. He's more of like a budget Lamar Jackson to me, bro. He's not even as good as Jamar.
Lamar?
I feel like Matt Stafford is okay. Loki has a higher chance, even though he played like pretty bad in this game. Like,
I
close
think
to
that I think that Kyler has a good chance of winning MVP. Honestly,
what do you okay? So if the Steelers went like what 11-0, did they have like who was their MVP? They had like
their
okay, maybe
defense was low key
that's
their MVP.
yeah, that's probably not the same thing.
They got carried by their defense. You can't compare that Steelers team to this Cardinals
Yeah,
team, though, can you? Just because they're both undefeated. I mean,
I think
Cardinals are doing it convincingly.
I feel like they're balanced on both sides of the ball. Last year it was more offense, but now I think they made some good draft picks. They mostly went defense, and now I don't know, man. I mean, this is a scary team to face. I wouldn't want to face them.
Seahawks at the Niners.
Seahawks came back from a disappointing loss to the Titans. Jimmy G, he unfortunately he went down with injury near the end of the first half. So Trey Lance, he did come in and he ended up playing. I don't know how, but he actually played pretty well.
Yeah.
Debo Samuel as well. 8 receptions, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like the Seahawks defense, they really should not be letting things like that happen, especially against like rookie quarterbacks. And I feel like they really missed an opportunity trying to get Stephon Gilmore, who recently got released by the Patriots and the Panthers. And how did the Panthers scoop him up over like the Packers and all those other teams? Like the Panthers are actually low key about to be in the next year or so. They're definitely gonna make a run for the Super Bowl again. I feel, especially with like Sam Darnold, or instead of
Sam Darnold stepping it up. I think. Do you
yeah,
think they make the playoffs this year?
definitely, man.
Do you think they have a
They're
chance of
they're
making it
playing
far in the
well. Their
playoffs, or
offense is insane.
you think they're
I
gonna be
feel like they're
done?
like the Colts, kind of, but like their offense is better than their defense. Like last year, Colts defense, I feel like was mainly a thing keeping them in
So
games.
they remind you of the Colts from last year.
Yeah, kind of like that. I feel like they're like kind of that first round exit that like they played like really well during the season. They just couldn't. They can't really finish it off in the playoffs.
Next game, we got the Ravens and the Broncos. Ravens humble the Broncos. Um, took away their unbeaten record 3-0. I mean, I kind of predicted this. Broncos. You were talking about how they were underrated like a couple of weeks ago to me, actually, right?
The Broncos, yeah, they did play like pretty bad teams, but I like the way their defense is playing, man. I guess like what was it? Lost it. Jerry Judy, no Jerry Judy. Teddy Bridgewater's still good, right? I don't think he's still, or was
He's
it Drew Lock came in,
questionable.
right?
He's questionable.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Anyways, it was funny at the end of the game. They had Lamar rush for like 4 yards or something, so they could tie the record
Mhm.
for most consecutive games with like 100 yards.
Really?
Yeah, do you not see that?
No.
I think they had like
Just for the
46.
stat, or
They have like
was it
yeah, it's
actually was
an
that
actual
parent? It
stat.
was actually really?
They have four. I think it was like 40. I think it was 46. I'm not sure. It was 26. It might have been 46. I think it was 46 consecutive games with 100 or more yards.
Dang.
And they had like a camera of Nick Fangio. Um, what's it called? Yeah, Nick Fangio. He got so angry. He was like on the sideline, and then he
Oh,
saw
was that like the video of them like not kneeling at the end of the game or something?
yeah, not they didn't kneel because they wanted
Oh.
to get the extra 4 yards for the 100, and he got so mad for no reason. Like it was so funny.
Wait, what did he do? He just threw his
He just
clipboard or
threw his
something?
he. I think he threw his headset on the ground or something.
Okay. Hmm. We'll talk about more about like the Broncos and the prediction, I guess. I think they're a good team. They just need to stay healthy.
Anyways, next we got the Steelers at the Packers. I'm talking about this one.
Yeah, the Steelers they could not do anything on offense and compared to what the Packers were able to do. Um
I mean,
yeah,
Rowe even said it. He was talking about how the Steelers needed to keep up with the Packers offense because that Steelers defense was getting absolutely torched by Rodgers,
mhm.
and
Yeah,
they
the
didn't
def
end up keeping pace with them and cost them.
yeah, the defense should is definitely like what keeps them in games, and if they can't play well, they can't do anything. Um, I liked how Najee Harris played though. I think he probably got like a garbage time touchdown, but he was able to put up 20 points in fantasy for me.
But,
Um, I guess for the Packers, 3-1 start. They're definitely winning the North again, because all the other teams have had like horrible starts.
anyways, Bucks at the Patriots. Tom Brady homecoming. This was closer than I expected it to be honest. I mean, like considering it's the Bucks and the Patriots, I know it's Bill Belichick, but like still, it should not have been that close. I mean, Nick Foles almost won the game for the Patriots at the end there. Had it not, like I'm pretty sure he had a bad plant leg, and then it was also pouring rain,
Mm-hmm.
45 yards out. And he still like nearly made it, hit the lower left crossbar. Um, the Bucks, that's way too close for. I don't know if it's Brady maybe got phased, but it's just
Yeah.
the historic game. Brady comes back to Foxborough. With this win, he's officially beaten every single team in the league. He also broke the all-time passing record here against his former team, where he got most of those yards. Uh, but yeah,
That's actually pretty cool. Um, Yeah, I just like you said, it's the Patriots defense, and they're able to. How I don't know. I really don't know how they're able to stop Tom Brady in that offense, and then also Mac Jones. He didn't play half bad as well against the Buccaneers defense. So Patriots, they are 1-3, but their division, the only competitors like the Bills. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. They definitely have something there with Mac Jones.
Yeah, it is. Well, let's go into predictions for the next week.
All right.
Thursday's game is Rams at the Seahawks. Who you got?
That is an easy dub for the Seahawks, man. This is always gonna be like blowout, especially the way the Rams played on Sunday, man. It's gonna be a blowout, man.
I think that the Rams come back. I mean, the Seahawks just
Okay.
lost to the Vikings.
Okay.
You can't be talking about how they just lost to the Cardinals. Seahawks just lost to the Vikings. I'm taking the Rams on this one.
All they need to do, they need to get going in the first half. They cannot. The defense need to make some turnovers, man. That's the whole. This is the key. That's the key to this game.
We'll see
Make
if
some
they can do
turnovers, get some stops. Don't allow the receivers 20 yards of open space every throw.
that. We'll see if they can do that. Okay. Next, we got the Jets at the Falcons.
Um,
I'm gonna take the. Let's see. I'm gonna take the Falcons in this one. I mean, the Jets did just get their first win, but it was a fluke, in my opinion. Like we were talking about, they had no passing game. They had to rely on Derrick Henry, and while he did do a lot, that wasn't enough to carry them to the win. Then that missed field goal obviously hurt them. I don't think the Jets are going to win this one. I think the Falcons are gonna come out on top.
yeah, I got the Falcons as well. I like their run game, or more so their passing game with either pass catching backs like Mike Davis, especially Cordell Patterson. You got Calvin Ridley at wide receiver one, Kyle Pitts. I think their offense is just much better. They will win
Next,
the game.
yeah, next we got Packers at the Bengals. Honestly, I don't know why the spread is so low for this one. I mean, Bengals are 3-1, Packers are 3-1, but the Bengals are not that good. I mean, the Packers are easily going to win this, in my opinion. I personally don't know why the spread is so low. Um, but I'm taking Packers. Aaron Rodgers and Monte Adams, Aaron Jones. That
Mm.
offense is going to destroy the Bengals defense. And I don't think Joe Burrow is going to be able to keep pace with Aaron Rodgers.
I'm actually gonna go with the upside here, the Bengals, man. I believe even though Joe Mixon might be out, Samaj Piran is gonna have to step up. I just like Jamar Chase. He's been catching most of the touchdowns from Joe Burrow this year so far. Uh, I mean, I don't really like the Packers defense either. I just think the Bengals offense, they can actually do something in this game.
Next, we've got Lions at the Vikings. The spread for this one is super high. Minnesota's favored 9 points.
Nay, they only have one win, dude.
That's
Mm,
disrespectful. I'm picking the
it
Lions
is.
in this
It
one.
is.
I mean, we're going to bounce back from last week's disappointing loss. Put that work in the practice, and we're going to win this one.
I actually got the Lions as well, man. They need to get the statement win against a Vikings team that has a pretty good offense. So their defense, they're gonna need to have to play at their best, their A game, if they want to stop Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, all of those guys. I think they got it in the bag though.
Next, we got the Steelers at the Broncos. I'm taking the Steelers. Like we're talking about, Broncos have had an easy schedule so far. That's why the record's so good.
I'm auditioning
And
influencers
while
to
I
promote
don't think the
depression stick online.
Steelers are
What is it? It's a
Well, I don't think the Steelers are very like an elite team. I do think they're good enough to beat the Broncos.
Yeah, I got the Steelers as well. Even though they're 1-3, the Broncos. If Teddy Bridgewater is ready to play, um, I know their run game is pretty good with Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon, but I think the Steelers' offense will be able to do something against this tough Broncos defense.
Yeah. Next, we got the Dolphins at the Bucks. I mean, this is going to be an easy dub for the Buccaneers. I mean, a two of this Dolphins team, the Bucks are favored 10 points. I mean, it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah, it's an easy one. The Bucks got it all the way. No Tua again. I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, if they played, if they play like they do against the Patriots, they're still gonna win either way. So,
Yeah.
all
Um.
right.
Next, Saints at Washington. Who you got?
I'm gonna take the football team, man. Their offense has been playing so well. I know they played the Falcons last week and they put like 30, because it's like the Falcons, but the Saints, they lost to the Giants, so I gotta go Washington.
Uh, I'm taking the Saints on this one. I know they've had disappointing showings in the last few weeks, but I mean, to Washington, they're gonna come back. I don't know. My take on it.
All right. Famous Jameis. Famous Jameis back at it again. Mm,
Eagles at the Panthers. Who you got?
Panthers all the way around. It's going to be a tight offensive contest, but I like the DJ Moore and Sam Darnold. Chuba Hubbard, he might pop off in this game for the first time. I like the Panthers.
I also am going to see the Panthers on this one. I mean, I like their team so far. Sam Darnold really stepping it up. I mean, I don't know. I just like their team.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles. Jalen Hurts has had some good showings, but I think that Sam Darnold is going to outshine him in this one. Titans at the Jaguars. Who you got?
I know the Titans did lose to the Jets, but Jaguars. I mean, the Jaguars are worse than the Jets, man. I mean, especially with that locker room situation.
With Urban Meyer, yeah.
Yeah, the Titans got this one.
I agree with you. I mean, Jaguars don't look too promising, especially with all the drama with Urban Meyer. I think that the Titans will easily win this one. Patriots at the Texans. I'm taking New England in this one. They contested a very good Tampa Bay team last week. Mac Jones is looking pretty good. Um, their defense is looking pretty good despite just cutting Stephon Gilmore. I know he hasn't played, but I mean, maybe they can sign somebody good with the extra cash. It wasn't even that much money. What did they clear? They cleared like 5 million or something. Not worth it in my opinion, but whatever. Bygones will be bygones. Deshaunless Texans have no chance against this Patriots team.
I'm actually gonna go with the Houston Texans, man. Brandon Cooks, he's going to pop off in this game. I'm telling
Because
you
he's
right
on your
now.
fantasy team, bro.
Yeah, but he will. He will. Trust. It's the Patriots, man. No Stephon Gilmore anymore in the corner. Maybe that J.C. Jackson guy who got a ton of interceptions, but Brandon Cooks about to go off.
Okay. Bears at the Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders on this one. The Raiders have looked good the past couple of weeks. Bears just beat the Lions, yeah, but it's the Lions. I mean, not much of an accomplishment. I think the Raiders got this one. I mean, Sure, their defense was lacking in their loss against the Chargers, but I mean, I think we come back and beat the Bears in this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders as well. Mm, Bears, Justin Fields, he's a rookie, man. First year, he's gonna take some losses to these good defenses. Um, Carlson's gonna get like 5 field goals, man.
Rounds at the Chargers. Who you got?
I'm gonna take the Chargers in this one.
Really?
They just beat they just beat a tough Raiders team, and the Browns they weren't able to do much against the Vikings defense last week. So I think the main key in this game is to try for the Chargers to stop Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. If they do that, or they'll force Baker to throw more, and then that can lead to some potential turnovers.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Chargers in this one. I think they've been pretty hot the past couple weeks. I mean, I know the Browns have been also hot, but I think the Chargers are. I think Herbert and the Chargers, especially Mike Williams, he didn't have a very good week last week, but I mean, I think he's gonna come back. Maybe Keenan Allen get a few more targets than he's been getting. Um, I don't know, but I think they're gonna win this one. It was next we got Giants at the Cowboys. Who you got?
I'm taking the Cowboys in this one all the way.
Really?
I just what do you mean really? What do you mean that?
I know nothing.
I just like Trayvon Diggs, man. He's having a very good year. He's
You agree
definitely
with people comparing him to Deion Sanders? You
no.
think that's a little too? Yeah.
What? No. That's the way he played his first year. He played like trash his first year. He just got the only thing he's known for is like that DK strip, I think, at like the goal line. But I
5 interceptions,
mean,
leading.
yeah, it's good and all, but not Deion Sanders, man. Um, yeah, I don't think the Giants defense can stop the Cowboys offense like whatsoever.
I think the Giants are gonna win. Hot take. Giants
Why
are a
is
good
that?
team.
Who's gonna be
Hot
like
take.
the
Giants are a
guy?
good
Who's gonna be
team.
the
Hot
guy?
take. Giants are a good team.
Who's gonna be the guy?
Huh?
Who's gonna be the guy for the Giants this week?
Saquon or
Saquon?
Daniel Jones
What
or
about
both.
Galladay, bro?
Galladay. He hasn't really done
Galladay?
much, to be honest.
Mm. He did have a pretty good game last week.
Sure, but like, how much money did they pay him?
What? Oh, a
Exactly.
lot.
Exactly. You gotta be doing more for your team, bro.
I
More for your
guess,
team.
but it's his first year with Daniel Jones.
Doesn't matter. Your job as a receiver is to catch the ball. Like what?
You said you think? Are you saying that you can't get open?
No, I'm saying that it has nothing to do with if he's used to Daniel Jones or not. Like that's your job. Get
Oh,
open. Anyways, Niners at the Cardinals. Who you got?
um, dude, I really do not want the Cardinals to win. Like, if they get to 5-0, they're winning. They're about to win the division, man. Like, I'm going with the 49ers just because of that.
I'm going with
I
the
feel that
Cardinals.
Trey Lance could win, bro. It's the
No,
Cardinals.
he
They're the
can't.
most inconsistent team ever. So
How? How are they inconsistent?
they're inconsistent, bro.
How?
I'm telling you. Like last year, they were like their head coach. What's his name again? don't know. I just don't like their team, man. It's inconsistent.
Tell me how. I don't understand. Like,
Run game inconsistent, pass game inconsistent. Like defense is probably like their most consistent thing, I would say.
okay, I'm going with the Cardinals on this one. I mean, they're hot. That's all I'm gonna say. They're hot. They're gonna win. Bills at the Chiefs. I'm gonna take the Bills in this one. I mean, the Chiefs, they already lost to that Chargers team. I don't think that if their defense isn't gonna step up, they're not gonna be able to stop the Bills offense. And that Bills defense, who have already shut out two different teams in the 4 weeks so far, they're gonna stop that Kansas City offense. And when they stop that Kansas City offense, their defense is gonna suffer because they're not gonna be able to rely on their offense.
I'm gonna go with the Bills as well, man. We all like to see a good upset
Not
and
even an upset.
like the
The
rematch
spread's
of the
two and a
AFC
half
Championship,
points. The spread's 2.5 points in favor of KC.
Yeah, but it's like the AFC Championship rematch, Stephon Diggs, that one picture of him putting his hands on his helmet, like in awe that the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl, not him. He wants that revenge game.
Oh,
So the Bills got it.
okay. Got it. And finally, Monday Night Football, Colts at Ravens. I'm going with the Colts on this one. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Or not Colts, Ravens. I mean, they're just a better team. Lamar. I mean, if Marquise Brown doesn't drop every single ball thrown at him, maybe he'll be a better receiver. But I mean, it's pretty obvious to me that the Ravens are going to win this one.
I'm actually going to go with the Indianapolis Colts, man. I
Really?
think Jonathan Taylor, he will. My prediction is that he will get 100 yards rushing, no touchdowns. Michael Pittman, he will get like 100 yards receiving, no touchdowns. Zach Pascal, bro, he's about to get like 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. Zach Pascal. I like that Colts defense too, man. I like the Colts defense. Even though they got destroyed by the Seahawks week 1. But I like the
Yeah.
Colts, man. Alright. Okay, one thing I have to say before we leave. Um, good luck. Good luck. Good luck in regionals, man.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. I'm pretty nervous to be pretty frank with you. I mean, I am using God nervous steel, but pretty nervous for tomorrow. For the viewers that don't know, I am on Canton Varsity Tennis, and we have a regional match tomorrow. Pretty nervous about that. This is the last match of my senior season, so I wanted to make it good. Um, Hopefully we can get the dub tomorrow.
You
Anyways,
got it. You
enough
got it.
about that. This has been Football Fever, and before we end, have anything else to say, Ben?
Um, Seahawks are winning. Seahawks are winning tomorrow.
Seahawks are winning.
Seahawks are winning.
Okay. Uh, Anyways, for Football Fever, this has been Arav.
And a natural boy.
What?
And
Okay. This has been Arav, and this has also been Ben. This has been Football Fever. We'll see you next week where we do the same thing, recap week 5, see if our predictions were right. And until then, we'll see you next time.
see ya.